Students, welcome you all. My name is Parul Gupta, your CS teacher. I welcome you all. I hope you all are fine. So, as you all know that students, that in my previous video session, I have started with our chapter 4, that is using Python libraries, as you must have seen. And in that video, I have told you about how to create modules, how we can use that particular module, right? So, in today's video, also, I'm going to continue with our chapter 4 only with some few topics, okay? So now before starting with our today's session, first of all I'm going to tell you, as I think I've already informed you on Saturday when we will be having our live class, that from 4th of August your PT1 exam will be there, right? So syllabus I have already told you, that is the syllabus that what we have covered in the July month, that is our chapter 1, 2 and 3. Okay, your paper will be of MCQ type only, so please prepare yourself for the PT1, okay, and wish you all the you can say the good luck for your exam. Okay, so now we shall continue with our today's session, that is using Python libraries. So the topics that what we are going to discuss today, let's talk about those topics first. Yes, students, so these are the topics that what I'm going to discuss in today's session. The first is namespace. Then second is using Python standard libraries and module, in which we have first discussed about the using Python built-in functions. Okay, so this I'm going to discuss in our today's video session. So we shall first of all start with the first topic, that is namespace. Yes, so what is namespace, that we're going to discuss first of all. Namespace is basically a named logical environment holding logical group of related objects within a namespace. Its members object is referred without any prefix. Okay, it makes sure that all the names in a program are unique and can be used without any conflict. For example, I'll give you one real example. Like suppose if I want to call ABC, okay, or forget about ABC. Suppose if I want to call a person named Nalini, okay, and now there are two numbers saved in my phone with Nalini. That one is Nalini's Delhi and the one is Nalini Orissa. So that means although both the persons are different, okay, but their name is same. Okay, so to identify both the person, the difference is the city. The one of the Nalini is in Delhi and the one of the Nalini is in Odisha. So that means if I want to call a person Nalini, the one who is located in Delhi, so I have to call Nalini's Delhi. So this means this will identify to whom I am just calling, right? So that there would be no conflict, because the name is already same, but with their the city name, you can identify to whom we shall or I am calling. Clear? So similarly here, when I am importing any of the module in my program, so that I can access all the functions and variables whatever I have designed in that particular module, so how I can use that? By using this first module name, then dot object name. Okay, so that is what written here. Namespace is basically a named logical environment holding logical grouping of related objects within a namespace. Its member object is referred without any prefix. It makes sure that all the names in a program are unique and can be used without any conflict. Okay, like this is the way of writing the first. You have to give the module name and then you have to mention the object name. Object name means in that module whatever the functions you have created or variable, so to whom you are calling, that is the object name that is specified over there. It would be more clear when we shall discuss about the when we shall discuss about the processing of import module command. Okay, right now I'm going to tell you how we can process the import module command, okay, or how we can process their objects, so that it would be clear the role of namespace. Okay, and this I shall explain with the example also, so don't worry. Like processing of import module command. When we import module command, following things take place. We all know the meaning of importing. Okay, like in my previous video you must have seen how I can import the module. You just need to write down import, then that module name, so all the functions and variables would be you can use in your program on which you are importing that module. Like in my previous video I have shown you that on the top of the program I have to just mention import that particular module name, and then you can start writing the program. So whatever the functions you have declared in that particular module, that you can easily access. right? That is the meaning, or that is the role of import module command. Okay, so now we shall read processing of import module command. When we issue import module command, following things takes place. The code of imported module is interpreted and executed. ठीक है, मीन्स जो भी आपने मॉड्यूल में फंक्शंस वेरिएबल्स वट एवर यू हैव मेक दैट यू विल इजीली एबल टू एग्जीक्यूट इन योर प्रोग्राम, राइट? डिफाइन फंक्शंस was discussing about the processing of import module command. So basically what it is, as I have already told you how to import the module by using this import command. Just you need to write import and then the module name, and you will able to access all the functions, variables, or the objects whatever you have created in that particular module. You will easily able to access all those things in your program. So basically what it is, when we issue import module command, following things takes place. जैसे ही हम वो module import करते हैं, then what will happen? The code of imported module is interpreted and executed. Means whatever the module you have created, so that code has been interpreted and then it will be executed. So defined functions and variables created in the module are now available to the program that imported module. जैसे ही आप उस module को import कर दोगे अपने program में, तो जितने भी फंक्शंस या वेरिएबल आपने उस पर्टिकुलर मॉड्यूल में बनाए होंगे, यू विल एबल टू एक्सेस ऑल दोज थिंग इन योर मेन प्रोग्राम. Okay, then for imported module, a new namespace is set up with the same name as that of module. This I have already told you when I have taken the live class, that how we can access. You just need to write the module name and then dot object name. Like I have created one module with the name that is circle. I'm going to show you after this. Okay, so and I have saved that with the name circle.py. Py is what the file type. Okay, and then if I want to import that module, suppose if in that module I have created the functions of finding the area of circle and then this perimeter of rectangle and then circumference of circle, like such type of functions if I have created. Now if I want to access the function, or you can say the object name, that is the circle, area of circle. Okay, so how I can do that? I have to just write the module name. My module name is circle, then dot, then that object name. Clear? Right now I'm going to show you. Like this is my program. Okay, what I did, I have imported the math module. Why? Because I have here used the function that is math.py. Maths.py means maths.py. Okay, so that's why I've imported. So this is the funda of importing the module. You just need to write on the top import and then that module name. Okay, so that all the functions available in that module you will able to access. Okay, so now I've created first function with the name area.circle, and then I've passed the parameter that is radius, and then in return I've mentioned the formula that is pi r square. Clear? Then similarly I have created a function that is circumference and radius, and then I have used the return statement, and then I have passed the function value that is formula, you can say, that is 2 pi r. Clear? Then similarly I have created a function for parameter underscore rectangle. Means here what I am doing, I am just creating, I need to find out the parameter of rectangle. So that function I have created, I have passed the parameter that is width and length, and then I have, in return I have passed the formula that is 2 into L plus W. Okay, so now I have saved this function, saved this module with the name circle.py, as you can see here. Okay, this I have saved, and this is the location it is showing. Like right now I'm here, it is storing in the desktop. Okay, अब क्या होगा, नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन इफ सपोज इफ आई वांट टू एक्सेस दिस सर्कमफ्रेंस. ठीक है, अब सपोज इफ इन माय मेन प्रोग्राम, जब मैं अपना मेन प्रोग्राम बनाऊंगी उसमें सपोज मैं अगर सिर्फ सर्कमफ्रेंस को एक्सेस करना चाहती हूँ, तो मुझे क्या लिखना पड़ेगा, सर्कल डॉट circumference and pass the value. It automatically takes and you will get the answer of the circumference of circle. This is how we can access the object name with the module name. Okay, that is what written in the last line. Okay, that is what written here. For imported module, a new namespace is set up with the same name as that of the module. Clear? So now this has been clear to you, processing of import module command. Yes, so now I'm going to show you how I can access. I just need to write that is import. Okay, then my module name is circle. Clear? So now that means whatever the functions and things I have declared, that will be easily accessible to me. Now what I'm doing, I'm just giving the command of print. Okay, print, then I'm giving the command of like suppose if I want to declare any variable, so for that I can give. If suppose I didn't declare, so what I'm doing, I'm just giving the command that is circle, okay, dot, then the function name that what I have used, that is circumference, then I pass the value, that is the radius, let it be 20. Okay, clear? Now if I want for the area also, so circle dot, the name of my function, let me see, yes, it's circumference and area underscore circle. Okay, area underscore circle. Okay, then I have to pass the again radius, that is 10. Clear? So now I'm going to save this desktop where my this module is there. Say over there only I'm saving with the name that is 1. Okay, like you can see here that I've given the command of I didn't write print, so that's why it is not taking, so I mentioned. Now I'm going to save it and now I'm going to run it. So that what I'm getting, that is first I'm getting the circumference and then I'm getting the area. Okay, so now this I think has been clear to you, the use of this import command. Okay, so how we can access, how we can write the function with the object name. Clear? Students, so now we shall talk about the processing of from module import object command. Earlier we have talked about the processing of import module. Now we are going to talk about the processing of from module import object command. Means whatever the function or variable we are mentioning over there, only that will be available to the program, rest will not be. Okay, so now what is the meaning of processing of from module import object command? Let's talk about that. Like when we issue from import module import object command, okay, means जब हम from import module then import object command use करेंगे instead of import command, then how things will gonna take place, that we're going to talk about. Okay, so the code of imported module is interpreted and executed. जैसे ही आप import करोगे, ठीक है, मीन जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट आप अवेलेबल कराना चाहते हो, जैसे ही आप उसे इंपोर्ट करोगे अपने प्रोग्राम में, सो दैट पार्ट ऑफ द कोड विल बी इंटरप्रेटेड एंड गेट्स एक्सिक्यूटेड. ओनली द आस्क फंक्शंस एंड वेरिएबल फ्रॉम द मॉड्यूल आर मेड अवेलेबल टू द program. Means whatever the function and the object you're going to display over there, that is only going to be executed, rest will not be available. Clear? So this is the difference between जब आप import करें, so all the functions and all the things or variables, classes, whatever you have defined in that module, सारी वो चीज़ें available हो जाएगी. But when we are using this from module import command, that time whatever the functions and variables from the module are available, means made available to the program, that will only be accessed. Otherwise rest of the functions will not be accessed in the program. Okay, this I'm going to show you practically how it works. Okay, so this is about the processing of from module import command. So now I'm going to show you practically how this will work. Yes, so like this is my main that module that what I have make with the name that is circle.py. Okay, and in this particular module I have defined 3 functions. The first function is for defining the area of circle, second is for circumference, and the third is for the parameter of rectangle. Okay, so now what I'm doing, basically I'm just need to call only the 2 functions, that is area circle and the circumference. Okay, by using this from the module then import command then object. Okay, so how will I do that? I'm going to show you. Yes, so like this is the way of writing. So like you can see here that I have mentioned from module, my module name is circle, then import. Okay, then area circle as area, because I have defined the function that is area underscore circle as the area I have taken with the name that is area. Then parameter underscore rectangle as PERIM, like a variable I have taken. Then I have given the command of print area, then pass the value, then print perimeter, and then I have passed the value. So basically whatever the objects and variables I have declared here, only that will be made available, rest will not be. clear. And this is the way for using this from module then import object. Like this is from the module then import, and these are the objects that what I have declared, clear. So this is the syntax for using this from module import object command. And please always remember, whatever the objects and the variables you have made available, only that will you will able to access, rest will not be. So now I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to show you the result of this. And this what I'm getting the output. The first is the area, and the second one I'm getting is the parameter of rectangle, clear. So I hope now there will be no confusion between of using this import module command and using this import from module import, means using this from module import command, clear. Yes students, so now I'm going to discuss one program with you. So what I did basically, I have created two modules. Okay, the one module is circle.py and the second module is with the name rectangle.py. Okay, so basically what I did, I have created two modules, and then in one program I'm going to import both these modules and then access the objects whatever I have created in these two modules. Okay, so as you can see here that my first module is related to circle. So what I did in this, I have imported the library that is import math. Okay, then I have used the then I have created first function that is area.circle and then radius, the parameter I have passed. Then in return I have used the function that is math.pi and radius means pi r square. Okay, similarly I have created the function for this circumference, and then I have passed the parameter that is radius, and then I have applied the formula in the return statement that is 2 pi r. Pi I have written in the form of function that is maths.pi. Okay, so this is basically my first module with the name circle.py, as this is the name of my this particular file, as you can see here. Okay, similarly I have created one more module, that what I am going to show you. Yes, and this is my second module with the name that is rectangle.py, and then I have created my first function that is area, and then I have passed the parameter that is width comma length, and then return I have given the formula that is width into length means the area of rectangle, that is L into P. And similarly I have created one more function for this, calculating the parameter of rectangle, pass the parameter that is width comma length, and then in return I have passed the formula that is 2 into L plus B. Okay, so this is my second module with the name rectangle.py. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to import both these modules in my program, and whatever the objects I have defined, so that I will able to access. Yes, so this is my main program, and in my main program I have first import the module first, that is with import circle, and second I have used that is import rectangle. Okay, so here I am using this import command means for importing the module. Okay, and we have to mention on the top of our program that what I have written here. Okay, so now what I did, then I have taken a variable with the name that is choice, and the value assigned to this variable choice is 0, and then I have used this print command, print function I have used, and mentioned menu, then print area of circle, then circumference of circle, then this print area of rectangle, then perimeter of rectangle, and then quit. Okay, so means this I have prepared the menu which is by default be available. Then I have asked for this choice, I have mentioned this in input enter your choice. Now what I want user to enter the choice. Okay, so if choice is 1, then radius equals to 1 is for the area of circle, then radius equals to in input enter the radius circle, print the area is circle dot area radius. Okay, so means what I did, this is my module name, dot function means what I have defined in that circle module, and then I have passed the value that is radius, and it will take the value whatever the user enter over here. Clear? This is for the choice 1. Similarly in L, if I mention choice 2, radius. Okay, second one is circumference of circle, so then radius int input enter the radius circle, and then print the circumference is circle dot circumference and radius. Means अगर यूज़र यहाँ पे चॉइस सेकेंड सेलेक्ट करता है तो देन उसका वो यूज़र से क्या पूछेगा, यूज़र से रेडियस यूज़र को यहाँ पे रेडियस इनपुट करना पड़ेगा. देन the print the circumference is circle, that is the module name, dot function that is circumference, and then pass the value that is radius whatever the user have entered. Similarly I did for the LF choice 3, means in choice 3 I have to find area of rectangle. So width and length, two variable I have taken, I have mentioned here. Then print the area of rectangle is rectangle dot area width comma length. And similarly I have to design for the choice 4 also. Okay, like here I didn't mention. Wait, I'm going to mention in front of you also. Okay, that is elif, then choice equal to 4. Okay, then put colon. Then what is the choice? That is the perimeter of rectangle. So similarly, that is width and length I have to take. Okay, so now I'm going to do what? Print the perimeter is, okay, comma, that is the, what is the name of the module? That is rectangle. Okay, then dot. Okay, then I mentioned print the perimeter is rectangle dot perimeter, then width comma length. So now I'm going to save this and now I'm going to run the program. Okay, so now the menu has been appeared as it is asking for the area of circle, circumference, then area of rectangle, then perimeter, then quit, as I didn't mention for the quit. So but I have taken, so you all know how we can mention. Now enter the choice. Now let me enter the choice, that is 4. Okay, now it asks me to enter the width of a rectangle. Let me enter, that is, 1 second, that is 10, and then the length of the rectangle, that is 20. Then it gives me the perimeter, that is 2 into L plus B. So I am getting the answer, that is 60. Okay, similarly I can do for the choice 1, for 2 and 3 also. Okay, so now I think now this has been clear, how we can create module, how we can use that module in our program, how we can import that. Clear? Yes, so now we shall talk about using Python built-in functions. The Python interpreter has number of functions built into it that are always available, need not import any module for them. Means now in Python there are some inbuilt functions are also there, that what we are using, and for that we don't need to import any of the module. Okay, so this is what is the meaning of Python built-in function. The syntax for this is function name and then this parenthesis. So now we shall talk about the few built-in functions available in Python, that what we are using, and for that we are not importing any of the module. So let's talk about those functions one by one. Yes, so these are the built-in functions available in Python, as these are the Python built-in mathematical function. As you can see here, the first is len function. It returns the length of the sequence. Example, length ABC, it gives me the value, that is how many characters are there, and the value I am getting is 3. Okay, similarly the next function, that is POW, which stands for power, that it returns a raised to the power b when a and b are given arguments. Example, power 3 comma 4, means this is a and this is b, so means 3 raised to the power 4 give me the 81. Okay, let's talk about the next function, that is string function, str. It converts a number to string. For example, like if I have written string then 12, so it convert this number to string format. ओके, मीन्स अगर आपने पैरेंथेसिस में नंबर मेंशन किया है लेकिन बाहर आप जो डेटा टाइप ले रहे हो वो अगर स्ट्रिंग है तो इट रिटर्न्स, इट विल गिव मी द वैल्यू, दैट इज स्ट्रिंग ओनली, दैट इज 12. ओके, नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट वन, दैट इज इंट. इट कन्वर्ट्स एन इंटीजर कन्वर्टेबल स्ट्रिंग टू इंटीजर. एग्जाम्पल, मीन्स इफ इनसाइड द पैरेंथेसिस you have mentioned string but outside you have mentioned the function that is int, so it returns me the integer number and gives me the value, that is 12, as you can see here. Similarly for float, converts a float convertible string to integer. Example, float, that is 12.2, because inside the parenthesis this 12.2 is a string, as you can see here, but outside I have mentioned the function that is float, so it returns me the float number, that is 12.2. Now it is no longer a string, it is a floating point number. Clear? Then comes to the next one, that is range function. Returns an immutable sequence. Example, range 3, so will give me the sequence 0 1 2. If the range is 3, so automatically our range starts from 0, and how many values? 0 1 2, means total 3 value it takes. Okay, similarly the next function is type. It returns the data type of pass arguments like type well. So if I want to know what is the data type of this particular number, that what I have mentioned inside the parenthesis, so it returns me or it gives me the value, that is classes int type. Okay, so these are the few built-in functions available in Python, and that what we are using in our program without importing any of the module. Okay, so with this I'm going to end with our today's video session.